Hello, hello, hello und wir sind live mit dem Call of Duty Next Event und wir gucken mal, in 7 Minuten geht es ja bereits los und da werden wir wirklich heute alles sehen zu Zombies, Multiplayer, Singleplayer, Warzone 2, Warzone Mobile, weiß der Geier was, eigentlich alles, was mit Call of Duty zu tun hat und da werden wir erstmal alles sehen. Moin, Child of God. So, ich muss gerade einmal schnell noch was hier einstellen. So. Dann sind wir gespannt. Also ich bin wirklich mal gespannt, was jetzt auch am Ende des Tages mit dem Zombie-Modus passiert. Weil ich muss persönlich sagen, ich selber habe am meisten Bock, glaube ich, so auf ja, Zombies. Multiplayer auch so ein Ding, aber da ist halt wieder SPMM halt ein riesiges Problem und weiß ich nicht. So. Da sind wir doch. Zack, zack. Okay. Wir gucken gerade einmal rein, ob es da schon was Neues gibt, beziehungsweise ob der Stream schon gestartet hat zunächst. Einmal nachschauen, ob wir uns da schon mal so ein Vorab angucken können. Gucken das natürlich bei Call of Duty selber. Also, mal fairerweise gefragt, hat überhaupt irgendeiner, dass der sagt, okay, krass, ich freue mich jetzt brutal auf den Multiplayer, oder sagt ihr, hey, ja, ist jetzt okay so, aber reißt mich jetzt nicht vom Hocker? So. Wir sind drin. Machen auch hier gerade schon mal die Musik aus und gehen jetzt erstmal hier rein. Und auf Live müssen wir gleich noch stellen. So. Moin Chef Mero, hab schon Bock wegen den alten Karten. Ja, das ist halt so das Ding. Das habe ich halt auch schon Bock. So. Wir müssen gerade einmal kurz gucken. Wir machen den Sound noch ein bisschen lauter. Okay. Freunde. Hier läuft alles perfekt. Ja, wir können jetzt entspannen. Wir gucken, was COD heute so bietet. Also ich glaube, das Hauptproblem ist, wir können gerade mal hier noch in dem Vortalk gerade mal leiser machen. Machen nur die Musik bis im Hintergrund. Ich glaube, wenn man sich mit den richtigen Einstellungen diesmal auf das Spiel einstellt und sagt, hey, okay, mich erwartet halt ein MW2 DLC und mir ist klar, dass das Spiel super schwitzig wird, der wird halt definitiv nicht enttäuscht werden. Aber man muss halt sagen, dass im Grundprinzip das, was jetzt MW3 bietet, die größte Frechheit ist, die jemals Call of Duty uns halt geboten hat, ne? Wir können das drehen und wenden, wie wir wollen. Das ist halt einfach ein Erweiterungspack zu MW2. Nur kostet halt entspannte, was kostet die normale Edition? 70, 80 Euro und die große 100. Also ist jetzt nicht gerade angenehm. Trotzdem, im Endeffekt, also wenn wir mal ehrlich sind, welches Spiel war jetzt in letzter Zeit gut? Ich höre wirklich von allen immer, oh, COD, das Schlimmste, was es gibt. Du hast ein EAFC, was eine Katastrophe ist. Rein geldtechnisch ist es Abzocke. Battlefield 2042 war eine Katastrophe. Es ist ja im Endeffekt alles im Moment scheiße. Dieses ganze Gaming-Ding als solches ist ja problematisch geworden. Die normale reicht definitiv, also ein Kampagnen-Early Access bräuchte ich jetzt auch nicht unbedingt. Wie ist ein AC Mirage? Ich habe auch erst überlegt, es mir zu holen, aber ich habe es bisher nicht gemacht, weil jetzt EAFC da ist, am Wochenende Beta-Time von COD. Bei Mirage, muss ich persönlich sagen, hatte ich jetzt zum Beispiel sehr, sehr Bock drauf, weil ich es einfach cool fand, dass es so wieder Oldschool Assassin's Creed ist. Ich wollte gerade sagen Oldschool Call of Duty, aber so Oldschool Assassin's Creed, weil Valhalla, Origins, Odyssey, alles keine Spiele, die mir gefallen haben. Odyssey war jetzt vielleicht ganz cool, so, weil es war vielleicht mal irgendwie sowas Neues. Aber wenn man mal ehrlich ist, waren die alle kacke. Also, was heißt kacke? Vielleicht, wenn es ein Rollen, also wenn da jetzt nicht Assassin's Creed drauf gestanden hätte, wäre es vielleicht auch cool gewesen. Aber mit dem Namen Assassin's Creed war es für mich eine Katastrophe. Ja, ich muss das unbedingt auch mal spielen, wenn mehr Zeit ist. Aber kommt jetzt auch noch Lords of the Fallen, Spider-Man 2, Call of Duty, Alan Wake. Es kommt so viel. Ja, Kostüm, aber das wollte ich gerade sagen. Also wäre nicht böse gemeint, aber wer sich darüber aufregt, dass es Kostümpakete in einem Kampagnenspiel gibt und die sich dann kauft, da kann ich den Leuten auch nicht mehr helfen. Wie gesagt, Cosmetics finde ich auch absolut nicht schlimm. Außer es sind jetzt irgendwelche pinken Hello Kitty Skins in Call of Duty. Ja, aber also wie gesagt, wer da 10 Euro für ausgibt, dem kann ich auch nicht mehr helfen. So. 9 Sekunden noch. So, mach mal ein bisschen lauter. Rein da. Wird jetzt eh ein Trailer als erstes kommen, denke ich mal. Ja. Oh, das ist der alte MW3-Trailer, ne? Ja.
It's not over yet. Trust me. Go, go, go! Stop the train! Give us the fire. We'll give them hell. Oh my God! Oh my God, that was sick! Oh my God!
As the iconic Captain Price once said, it's a good time to take inventory.
Will hier nicht die Bar weggehen?
We are celebrating 20 years of Call of Duty. With all the matches played and missions completed, our history is made up of the incredible experiences created by you, the players. On behalf of all of us who work to bring these games to life each day, thank you for sharing this journey with us. We have some amazing in-game rewards we will be announcing later in the show, but for now, we wanted to take a moment to reflect. You are the reason for the success of these games and from all of the teams.
Man muss halt fairerweise mal sagen an der Stelle, Call of Duty ist halt auch so ein Ding, also ich glaube, die meisten von uns begleiten das halt seit der Kindheit und es ist halt immer so ein bisschen so ein Nostalgie-Feeling immer mit Call of Duty, auch wo ich den Trailer wieder gesehen habe und so. Also ich muss dazu sagen, zocktechnisch mit meinen Freunden, mit allen Leuten hatte ich so mit die beste Zeit halt in Call of Duty und das ist einfach Fakt. Oh, Zombies?
Warzone mobile news and more. In Call of Duty, no one fights alone. So we brought 250 creators from around the world to drop in live here at Call of Duty Next.
Es ist halt 1:1 dasselbe wie letztes Jahr eigentlich.
Modern Warfare 3 Multiplayer.
Ja gut, den Multiplayer-Trailer haben wir auch schon gesehen. Das ist der Standard-Trailer, der vor 2 Tagen rauskam. Lassen wir trotzdem mal laufen. Man muss halt fairerweise sagen, wie gesagt, wenn gleich wichtige Trailer kommen, will ich gar nicht mehr reden, aber auch mit der Musik und so, also der Trailer, der hat mich schon sehr gecatcht, aber die können halt einfach Trailer machen, das muss man halt sagen. Das Einzige, was mir halt wirklich ein bisschen Sorgen macht, ist, dass sie selbst im Trailer mittlerweile mit Skins werben. Zum Beispiel mit dieser, ja, diesem Comic-Skin. Also es ist schon sehr, sehr wild, dass das mittlerweile auch den Weg in Trailern findet.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Call of Duty Next. We have an action-packed day in store for you with gameplay and game details for Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Warzone, and Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. There are over 250 creators behind us ready to dive into these games, and we're so excited to be here with you today to unveil the future of Call of Duty. I'm Golden Boy, your host for today, alongside the one and only Stephanie Snowden. You may know her as the Studio Communications Director, and we are thrilled to go into what's going to be upcoming for the 20th year of Call of Duty, which is bonkers.
It's a little bit younger than us.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
Ja, Battlefield ist halt uninteressant leider.
Quite welcome. We don't do that here. It's a safe place. Thank you. I'm thrilled to be here. It is an electric atmosphere. It's absolutely incredible. And I am so ready to talk about Call of Duty. It's been an entire calendar year of us saying, next. Well, guess what? That starts today. We're here to talk about Modern Warfare 3, and we're going to be getting into gameplay very, very soon. But we have some amazing guests coming in from the studios. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's right. We also have some awesome viewership rewards as well for people to watch at home. Isn't that right, Seth?
Ja, okay. Das sind halt, ne? Sachen, wenn man zuguckt, halt quasi Drops.
Unlock in-game rewards for Modern Warfare 3 just for watching this stream on the official Call of Duty or Twitch YouTube channels. Take a look and chat on either of these streams for more details, for your chance to earn some of the awesome loot on the screen. I want that weapon charm.
Yeah, that's right. So make sure you go out there.
Turn my
watch
phone
it.
on.
I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
there's no reason for you not to. But we've got some good stuff coming up on the horizon. But Steph, what do we have coming up first? And this is one I'm very excited about.
Yes,
Personally.
we are diving straight into Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. Joining us now, the multiplayer team from Sledgehammer.
Wir wollen Zombies.
Adam Iskov, Senior Development Director, Greg Reisdorf, Multiplayer Creative Director, and Kim Weigand, Development Director. Guys, welcome. I am so stoked to talk about your game.
Same.
Where
great to be
do
here.
we even start? You know, I have an idea, but
Yeah, we have a run of show. We have a direction that we're going to go in, thankfully. But guys, this has to feel very free.
Okay, wir starten erstmal mit dem Multiplayer.
Now you're going to be able to talk about this thing that you've been working on for so long here, and you're going to also have these incredible creators playing it all in real time.
Yeah, it's wonderful to be here. It's wonderful to have all the creators being able to play, give us feedback on the game right away, and have everybody play in beta tomorrow. It's going to be great.
jump right into beta tomorrow, folks. We'll be talking about that more later to remind you. But we're going to get straight into gameplay for the folks behind us. But before we do, Greg, can you give us a top line of what the community can really expect in the multiplayer experience for Modern Warfare 3?
We have one of the greatest sets of launch maps ever coming to the game, and we've taken these maps and we've really revitalized them and modernized them with the latest in visuals, audio, effects, as well as gameplay coming to bat on.
Also die Maps sind halt wirklich geisteskrank, ne?
Fantastic to have them. We also have a ton of new mechanics coming into the game around movement, around being able to be responsive in the moment in that combat. And we have the largest set of weapons ever in Modern Warfare in multiplayer.
Yeah, with carry forward from Modern Warfare 2, of course, you're going to be taking your inventories with you.
That's huge.
Be reminding people throughout the day. But with that largest weapon slate coming to multiplayer in Modern Warfare 3, very exciting stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to seeing as soon as our
Ganz kurz, da hatte ich ja auch schon mal im Video drüber gesprochen, die wurden ja auch schon alle geleakt, also es werden die größte Waffenauswahl sein, die es jemals in einem Call of Duty gegeben hat. Es sind 31 neue Waffen plus alle alten Waffen aus MW2. Es wird geisteskrank viele Waffen geben. Also es sind über 60 Stück an der Zahl. Ich glaube, es sind sogar 65 oder so. Also es sind wirklich extremst viele Waffen. Ob das jetzt gut ist oder schlecht ist, weiß ich jetzt noch nicht. Man muss halt mal sehen, wie das mit dem Attachment-System wird und. Aber es ist sehr viel Auswahl auf jeden Fall.
Modern Warfare 3 is definitely that. It's the next chapter. We're progressing things. And one of the things you mentioned that I think we'll be talking a lot about today is this player freedom in a lot of different ways. Adam, what can we expect to see down there when the gameplay starts?
I think we've already heard some great positive feedback from the people that really know this game and, breathe it every day. So I think once the gameplay kicks off and everybody is able to get their hands on it in the beta starting tomorrow, we're really going to see, continued positive sentiment around the feel of Modern Warfare 3.
Well, you know what? I think the time for talk is past, and it brings me great joy to say, let the games begin, and let's check out Modern Warfare 3
Geil, wir kriegen Gameplay, okay.
First time on stream. This is so exciting. And look, there's going to be a lot to dive into. We're going to be pretty much here the entire time talking through this and then pointing out things that we see, things that catch our attention that we want to highlight for the community. And as it stands right now, I mean, we have all these incredible creators, Stephanie, that are participating in this. And you know that they're loving every minute of it. Playing some Kill Confirm with the homies, always a good time.
Yeah, I think we want to start off with talking
Perfekter
about
Stream,
that.
also die Probleme sind jetzt gerade nicht von mir, sondern vom Stream selber.
To talk about, but
Aber die TTK sieht sehr, 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 sehr geil aus, das muss man sagen.
5 maps here, and those are the 5 multiplayer core 6v6 maps that are in beta. Greg, you want to take us through what we're going to see?
Yeah, of course. Well, right now we're watching a little bit of Skid Row, and that is, a great map.
Iconic.
We have Rust here, and again, Rust is. There's so much happening in
Was fangen die bitte mit ihrem Stream an?
Adam. What else are we gonna have in the beta?
Well, so
Du musst gerade mal überlegen, das ist der offizielle Livestream von Call of Duty und irgendwie das Bild verzerrt. Du siehst also bei der Facecam, dass der Stream ja nicht laggt, sondern dass irgendwas gerade mit der Bildübertragung halt falsch ist. Ihr habt einen Job, Jungs.
Excited to get a little taste of what's going to be in the beta, and then give players some excitement around what's launching on day one.
It's really fun for me, as I had mentioned previously. Having played and competed way back in the day in Modern Warfare 2 and stuff, and seeing these maps return again, because I look at Favela and I remember a long time ago when Clayster eliminated me from a Game Battles tournament.
Was halt nicht ganz so cool ist, moin Manuel Müller. Was halt nicht so cool ist, ist halt, dass die Maps halt, also natürlich ist das cool, die alten Maps wieder zu spielen, und trotzdem haben die Maps teilweise so wieder umgebaut, und das sieht man hier jetzt auch wieder ganz gut, wie früher halt, ne? Also, es ist trotzdem ja nicht dasselbe, es ist trotzdem kein 3-Lane-System, sondern es ist halt so, dass du trotzdem ja noch 700 Ecken hast mit Fenstern, allem drum und dran, das siehst du ja hier auch wieder gut. Du kannst in die Gebäude rein, du kannst links, rechts, also du kannst ja überall wieder rumlaufen, und das sind halt alles so Sachen, das ist halt nicht wie früher, egal ob es jetzt die alten Maps sind oder nicht, aber es ist halt nicht wie früher.
Here's my personal favorite, Kim. Agreed. I would like to talk to you about this. Fellow high-rise stands, where are you at? I know you're
High-Rise ist aber, glaube ich, ziemlich identisch.
Oh yeah, well there was only one way to try and take over Bombsite and S&D. You had to hit the little catwalk on the opening of the map. Come on, guys.
Everybody yesterday, I saw all the creators at the red carpet event. They're all like, I'm sniping off the map. I'm sniping off the ladder on high-rise. Watch me. I'm a 360 off it. I'm like, oh, here we go. We're already there.
It was so important to us to keep all of those opening moves that you remember from back in the day, and being able to have those in the game, but also have this modernization of the movement, how we're able to work with the high mantles in the game now, like all of this stuff that we're watching in high res, you can now go over a lot of this with mantles.
Also die TTK finde ich wirklich cool mittlerweile, das muss man halt wirklich sagen. Also zumindest deutlich besser als ein MW2.
With the slide canceling and stuff like that, like trying to ensure that the maps don't get just completely like turned upside down on its head.
It does, and one of the things about these maps is these maps were made 14 years ago. Like, and to have that, like, we had to make them ready to go for 2023, right? We've added that modernization to them, to what gamers expect, to what our Call of Duty
Game design
fans.
changed a lot in those years.
Yeah, it is, and you have to bring everything up to the standard of today. And when we've gone through and we've maintained a lot of that within these maps, and there's a few places where we've had to make exceptions for that, but for the most part, like, you can go in, those lines of sights that were there are still there, and you're going to have fun. You're going to be able to do those opening moves, those opening snipe shots, especially in high rise, just off the bat.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And keeping that conversation going, what are the maps like? Because I know that there's going to be more down the line.
Oh,
right?
for sure.
Let's talk about the launch maps. Yeah.
So in addition to these 5 that we're playing today, Day 1 on launch, we're going to get the rest of the 16 OGs from 2009.
Ja, gut, sind halt wirklich alle Maps von MB2 2009, das war ja bekannt.
Afghan, Quarry, Skid Row, you know, Subbase, Rundown. Yeah, like it's all there and on and on.
Oh, we got the scrap.
Yeah, so we're super excited to be bringing those. And in addition to those OGs, we have some new ground war maps that we're launching too. So we have 3 ground war maps that are brand new, which is the traditional like 32v32 vehicle gameplay.
Okay, 3 neue Ground War Maps sind auch schon mal bekannt.
You know, alternative for people if they want to take a break from 6v6 or just mash it up.
Like, want to go bigger, but you don't necessarily want to dive fully into Warzone. You have ground war. That is so for people like me who like, you know, big, crazy, like huge battles. Like, this is so exciting.
Dropshotten scheint auch wieder so ein Ding zu sein, wenn ich es gerade sehe.
Aside from ground war, I'm excited to say that there is another mode coming back that many of us know and love originally from Call of Duty World War II, and that is war mode.
That's right. Wow. Yeah, we are super. I mean, war mode holds a special place in my heart too. From 2017, it's a brand new map that's launching on Day 1 as well. It's got the attacker defender gameplay that we remember from the mode, the linear objectives, the buildables, the scripted.
So, also keine Ahnung, Favela mittlerweile ganz anders, ne? Sieht man halt auch.
We've got ground war, we've got 4-6v6, we've got war mode, and
Moin, not a nerd. Ja, heute YouTube only.
a brand new mode coming to multiplayer that will be available at launch. And also
Ja, ich finde halt Zombies macht halt, also ich bin gleich mal auf Zombies gespannt. Das macht mir halt ein bisschen Sorgen, weil es halt ein Open-World-Zombie-Modus ist. Ich weiß nicht, ob das geil wird.
Something I always enjoyed about a lot of these like big reveal events, right, is everyone loads in, they're discovering these maps for the first time.
Ja, trotzdem ist es so blamabel. Das ist eine Multimillionenfirma und die haben halt laggy Livestreams. Ne? Es ist wirklich. Da weiß man wirklich manchmal gar nicht, was man sagen soll. Aber trotzdem, also ich finde, der Multiplayer sieht nicht schlecht aus. Also natürlich ist da auch wieder SBMM drin und natürlich sind da viele Dinge, die immer noch nicht gut sind, aber es ist zumindest deutlich besser von der TTK.
And then what we've done is we've taken that nostalgia and we've also added that modernization of spice on top of it, that when you're playing these, when you're coming back to them, it is familiar, but also new at the same time, where you're now able to mantle over things that you were never able to get to. You're able to get up on top of things. Right here, we're watching.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. There it is.
I live here.
Yeah, right on. And to Greg's point too, when these maps first came out in 2009. Hardpoint did not exist. Kill Confirm did not exist. So those are brand new modes for these maps that were never experienced.
Well, I'm interested to see how those modes potentially like elevate some of these maps that maybe were, you know, less played like competitively or even casually.
Ich würde halt wirklich gerne mal interessieren, wir können gerade mal versuchen zu zählen. Play fantastic when you get into 10v10 or 12v12. We've had those modes are coming, they're gonna come out. Ja, auch wieder so ein Ding. Wer will denn bitte die alten MW2-Maps? Natürlich waren Maps wie Underpasser, wie die alle hießen, größer als andere, aber wer will die denn zum Beispiel mit 10 gegen 10 spielen oder 12 gegen 12? Also das sind, glaube ich, immer so Fantasievorstellungen, glaube ich, von den Devs, dass da irgendjemand Spaß dran hat.
That's all I gotta say on High Rise. I will be there. I will be waiting for you in the beta tomorrow.
Also wie gesagt, können wir auch jetzt schon mal ankündigen, morgen werden wir natürlich auch die Beta im Stream zusammen zocken. Das wird auch auf jeden Fall passieren.
Like, you know, it's not every day that you get to not just go back and like relive things that you enjoyed so much growing up, but then also to there are some streamers here who are younger than Call of Duty's launch, you know, 20 years ago. So they're going to get to experience this really with a fresh coat of paint for the first time ever. That has to feel quite liberating for you guys, wouldn't you say?
Ich muss gestehen, mein erstes COD damals war halt Call of Duty 4, was ich so richtig aktiv gespielt habe. 3 habe ich auch damals schon gespielt, aber nicht so super aktiv, sondern vielleicht mal die Kampagne gespielt, aber nie jetzt so den Multiplayer ausprobiert. COD 4 war so mein erstes COD, was ich richtig gespielt habe. Und Mann, war das gut. Scoreboard wäre halt auch mal interessant, gleich zu sehen. Vielleicht kriegen wir das gleich mal reingestoppt. Genau, also viele haben auch gesagt, Beta startet heute Abend oder alles mögliche ist Quatsch, startet morgen für alle. Vorbesteller auf PlayStation, ist egal, glaube ich, welche Version ihr vorbestellt habt. Also ist egal, ob ihr die 100-Euro-Version vorbestellt habt oder die für 70, 80, keine Ahnung, was die kostet. Die kann auf jeden Fall ab morgen gespielt werden, ab 18, 19 Uhr, das ist noch nicht ganz so sicher. Und für alle anderen, PC, Xbox, dann nächstes Wochenende, also sprich morgen in einer Woche. Ja, 8. bis 10. ist dann kostenlos für alle auf PlayStation und vom 12. bis zum 16. kann die PlayStation, also rein theoretisch kann die PlayStation ab morgen bis zum 16. spielen. Es sind ja ein paar Tage Pause noch. 2 Tage, glaube ich, von Montag, Dienstag bis Freitag dann nochmal. Mittwoch, Donnerstag ist dann keine Beta, aber sonst kann man halt fast durchgehend spielen. Bunch of new maps coming. So season 1 we're dropping 3, season 2 dropping 3 more new ones. So over the course of our entire live season there will be 12 new 6v6 maps coming to Modern Warfare 3. So ja, 12 neue 6v6 Maps, ist klar. Also, wenn die jetzt wirklich krass sind, bringen die aus MW2 aus den DLC-Packs dann auch nochmal Maps in MW2. Würde mich auch nicht wundern. Moin Mick Bambo. Gerade mal an der Stelle, was war Estate eigentlich für eine geile Map früher? War gar nicht mal so beliebt in MW2 damals, aber mittlerweile super krass. Nein! Wir haben wieder, Achtung, Map-Voting. Ein Feature, was es eigentlich immer schon gab, aber wir haben wieder Map-Voting in einem Call of Duty.
It'll be interesting to see what ones are popping up.
That's what I'm looking forward to. I want to jump into a private match lobby with my friends and run around and see where the hard points are on you know, these like on derailed or something like that. Because
das Snipen sieht halt auch wieder sehr, sehr spaßig aus, ne?
It's like these maps now, like you have maps like Skid Row that could actually like be potentially viable, like competitively, which is quite exciting. It just changes the entire like feel of the offering, which
also man muss halt fairerweise sagen, das Gameplay aktuell auf dem Next Event ist halt so ein bisschen, ja, schwierig, weil, gut, das sieht halt 1:1 aus wie bei MW2, brauchen wir jetzt auch nicht drüber reden, aber das spielen jetzt halt alles Leute, die halt halbwegs, also die sind jetzt generell irgendwie mit COD connected und das spielt jetzt halt niemand, der gefühlt mal so Gelegenheitsspieler ist. Deshalb ist es halt hier ein bisschen schwierig, jetzt auch also generell so Sachen wie SBMM und generell die Schwierigkeit also ja, Schwierigkeitsgrad ist schwierig zu sagen, sondern halt eher, sagen wir mal, wie sich das Spiel dann halt wirklich spielt. Das ist doch gerade aktuell die Show, Asta Katori. Die zeigen alles heute. Ist gerade der Multiplayer, nachher wird noch Warzone gezeigt, nachher Zombies. Das ist wirklich so ein Ding, ne? Das muss man halt sagen. Also qualitativ ist halt COD irgendwie... Spielerisch sind viele Designentscheidungen getroffen worden, die halt absolut beschissen sind, wie SBMM und zum Beispiel letztes Jahr wegfallende Minimap und. Aber du kriegst halt irgendwie zumindest immer halt gut Content und du kriegst halt das, was du immer bekommst. Ja, ich finde cool, dass du halt wenigstens Maps wieder voten kannst. Das ist zum Beispiel so ein Ding, das macht mich zum Beispiel wieder richtig happy, dass du nicht irgendwie, wenn du eine bestimmte Map gerne magst, also Community-Maps wie High-Rise oder sonstiges werden wahrscheinlich ganz oben immer sein. Du wirst wahrscheinlich sehr viel High-Rise spielen. Das ist halt schon cool.
We need all the things.
So, and those are just going to cancel out your noise when you're moving around. They're going to eliminate footsteps.
The true silent movement perk is back.
Also wie gesagt, High-Rise, wer sich morgen wundert, morgen wird High-Rise noch nicht in der Beta sein. Das kommt erst am zweiten Wochenende dazu. So, jetzt sehen wir mal Gameplay auf Rust und wir wissen alle, wer MW2 damals gespielt hat. Rust ist halt eine Map, die halt sehr, 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 sehr verschachtelt ist und sehr actionlastig. Also hier zum Beispiel richtig was zu reißen ist halt sehr schwer. Mal gucken, wie so eine Shotgun irgendwie läuft hier. Okay, bisher sieht die gar nicht mal so krass aus, Gott sei Dank. Okay, doch. Ach du Scheiße, ja, okay. Wilde Shotgun wieder. Also das mit der Minimap ist zum Beispiel ein Feature, was niemals fehlen darf. Also das sind so Sachen, das darf man einfach nicht weglassen.
These maps, it makes perfect sense, especially with the familiarity. And even for new players, you're going to figure these maps out quickly. But it's it feels right. It feels great. I've really loved seeing it. You have a direct way to engage. So I'm really excited to hear you guys talk about that. And that's not the only piece of classic gameplay that you'll see returning in Modern Warfare 3.
Tell me more.
Tell me more. We've talked about a little bit of movement. But I'd like to get into some of the nitty-gritty. Slide, animation cancel, reload animation cancel. They're both back. So we,
ja, Slide Cancel, Reload Cancel wissen wir auch. Das gab es aber nicht zum ersten Mal. Gott sei Dank musste ich mir kein Shotgun-Gameplay mehr angucken. Weil die TTK fühlt sich stellenweise, finde ich, sehr schnell an. Manchmal dauert es halt. Okay, ich muss sagen, Rust finde ich jetzt auch, also ich spiele Rust zwar gerne, ist aber für mich jetzt keine Map, wo ich jetzt sagen würde, boah, das ist eine der besten COD-Maps, die es jemals gegeben hat, weil sie halt einfach so chaotisch ist, ne? Das ist ja wie Shipments und keine Ahnung was. Aber die hat sich jetzt auch in MW2 damals sehr chaotisch gespielt, also in 2009. Das hat sich jetzt nicht großartig geändert. Genau. Wichtig, gerade die nennen auch gerade nochmal hier Fakten. Also man hat jetzt quasi 1,5 Mal so viel Leben wie in letzten MW2. Du hattest in MW2, das ist jetzt also quasi das MW3 genau wie Warzone, was man aushält. In MW2 war es jetzt letztes Mal noch so, dass du 100 HP hattest, jetzt sind es eben 150.
is you're able to really have this experience where it's consistent. So when you're putting bullets on target, it is now like you get that feeling, you get that rhythm back into your gameplay, and you're able to go from combat to combat and start to feel that pace of combat, especially with our hit markers now. Like the sound effect, if you haven't had a chance to listen to them, like they're fantastic. The audio team's done a great job with them.
Hit markers also fantastic.
Yeah, hit marker.
Das ist halt auch so ein Ding, das hat halt auch gefehlt, ne? So richtige Hitmarker-Sounds, ne? Weil du halt so schnell Leute in MW2 gekillt hast, du hast halt eigentlich eh nicht gehört.
And it's normalized across the board. So it is a little longer. You could respond to getting shot. Like as soon as you start to see your screen light up red, you can pull away.
Aber ich finde es halt cool, dass du zumindest, also es sieht halt aktuell so, wie es halt aussieht, hast du halt schon die Möglichkeit zu reagieren, wenn du halt beschossen wirst. Das war halt jetzt in den letzten Teilen halt nie der Fall. Außer jetzt vielleicht Cold War. In Cold War, also Cold War war meiner Meinung nach auch noch ein ziemlich gutes COD. Aber du konntest dich ja einfach nicht mehr rausbewegen, wenn dich jemand quasi zuerst geschossen hat. Der hatte dich ja, egal was du machst. Und ich hoffe, dass sich das halt wieder ändert. Und das versuchen die eigentlich hier auch zu erzielen. Ist halt die Frage, wie es in Realität sein wird. Aber das sieht ja aktuell zumindest schon so aus. Was ist das denn für ein Streamer? Wie geil ist das denn? Mama, bist du's? Boah, ist das geil.
And for any like sweats out there, I think it's important to note this is kind of it takes like an assault rifle and turns it into almost like a little bit of a sub, where you can kind of like push corners a little bit more aggressively with it.
It's great for a CQB.
Yeah. So it feels like you're getting the best of both worlds with it, while also still obviously you're not going to get the full benefits of using an SMG.
And so those LMGs like being
Boah, Terminal, was eine geile Map, ne? Boah, scheiße.
Like you want to be able to run a longer gun. So being able to take that in and then going to canted, going to tack stance, inside, indoors, going in those warehouses is a fabulous mechanic to have.
We just saw it here. We're seeing some clips of it. Yep.
Yeah, and it is very good. I was just having used it myself, I can see the application for it, and I think we're going to see some awesome outplay opportunities. Like players are.
Das Movement sieht halt wirklich geil aus. Also ich mag das mit dem Springen und so. Side Cancel wird natürlich auch wieder ein Ding sein, aber ich finde so Spiele, also generell COD-Teile, wo man halt gutes Movement braucht, abgesehen jetzt mal vom Side-Canceling, finde ich halt cool. Also Side-Canceling geht mir selber auf den Sack, es ist jetzt nicht meine Spielweise, aber dieses Jump-Gameplay finde ich schon cool.
And there are option settings for that tack stance. Right now it's on the down D-pad. If you're not a controller masher like I am, I get in there, I panic a little bit. There's options for you to allow you to put it on your stick, which, well, if you're not a keyboard and mouse player. And you can
Das definitiv, also das habe ich auch als Vorwort gesagt, jetzt nochmal an André, da stimme ich auch voll zu. Also, natürlich sieht das gut aus, aber es ist halt rein theoretisch, was contentmäßig geboten wird, die größte Frechheit, die COD jemals geboten hat. Es ist, das merkst du halt am Gameplay, es ist einfach ein angepasstes MW2 von vorne bis hinten. Und das ist halt für jeden, der jetzt gerade im Stream ist und sich denkt, ah, das wird ja ein richtig cooles Call of Duty, das kann sein, ja. Aber wenn ihr sagt, okay, das Gameplay von MW2, also jetzt von Modern Warfare 2 2022, von letztem Jahr, hat mir absolut nicht gefallen, dann Finger weg davon. Das wird definitiv dann nicht euer Spiel. Das ist eigentlich im Endeffekt, wenn man es runterbricht, MW2. Nur angepasst.
Taking a look here, we should be seeing in a moment at a limited edition Call of Duty Hundreds clothing line, and you have a chance to win one of these 50 sets. So simple.
Wow.
Is follow at Call of Duty on
Wer braucht's nicht?
Twitter and make sure you tweet or post hashtag CODNEXT and hashtag sweepstakes for a chance to win one of 50 sets of the Ghost Bomb collection. So follow the channel.
Also wie gesagt, es ist halt wichtig, hier nüchtern an die Sache ranzugehen. Ich finde es übertrieben, dass halt nur auf COD meistens rumgehackt wird. Meiner Meinung nach ist das Problem diese gesamte Spieleindustrie aktuell. Du kannst 100.000 Negativbeispiele nennen. Ubisoft, Battlefield, EA, EAFC, beziehungsweise die FIFA-Reihe, weiß der Geier was. Es gibt so viele Spiele, die absolut beschissen sind die letzten Jahre gewesen. Assassin's Creed-Reihe auch richtig reingeschissen über die letzten Jahre. Jetzt ist das letzte Jahr mal ganz gut geworden. Aber, also es ist nicht nur Call of Duty, es ist auch Call of Duty, aber nicht nur. Boah, die Pief schmeckt fantastisch. Endlich mal wieder. Beta-Codes sind, die kann man kaufen. Bei Instant Gaming müsste das möglich sein. Ich hatte jetzt noch nicht genau nachgeschaut. Bei Kinguin geht es auf jeden Fall. Kosten, glaube ich, zwischen 6 und 7 Euro. Oder du bestellst die halt vor. Also, sagen wir mal so, jeder, der sich jetzt ein Bild davon machen will, von MW3, da empfehle ich halt die Beta zu spielen. Wer jetzt sagt, okay, ich will es jetzt ab morgen auf PlayStation spielen, der kann es ja vorbestellen und kann danach sich ja immer noch umentscheiden, das Ganze stornieren. Also, ihr zahlt ja quasi jetzt eh nichts für die Beta. Das Vorbestellen, ihr kriegt ja euer Geld, sobald ihr storniert, eh wieder. Ist ja im Endeffekt vollkommen wurscht halt, ne?
Well, speaking of weapons, though, I love the fact that we're going to get carried forward. I like the fact that, you know, there's plenty as we're seeing here. What other new weapons?
Also ich denke, persönliche Meinung dazu, ich kann völlig falsch liegen, aber meiner Meinung nach sind es zu viele Waffen.
We have new global attachments as well that are available that you can use across all of your weapons. Wow. Yeah, even the Modern Warfare 2 weapons. And then we have 20 plus operators that are there for you to unlock and be able to use and experience.
Auch Operator und so ein Kram, finde ich, muss jetzt auch nicht sein. Ist jetzt auch so ein System, was ich nicht cool finde. Aber das muss ja jeder für sich selber entscheiden. Wie gesagt, aber meiner Meinung nach, also ich bin ja wirklich COD-Spieler seit Stunde 1. Und meiner Meinung nach ist dieses Operator-System halt einfach nicht gut. Aber Operator werden auch übernommen von Anfang an, ist auch schon bekannt. Ja. Man muss aber auch fairerweise sagen, also das braucht man jetzt auch hier alles nicht gut reden. Die tun halt so, dass die uns damit halt einen Gefallen tun wollen. Nur es ist halt einfach, weil es halt, wie gesagt, eigentlich ursprünglich als DLC geplant war, wird jetzt halt auch super viel übernommen. Cool sieht es auf jeden Fall aus. Und ich glaube auch, dass das mit Sicherheit Spaß machen wird. Es ist halt nur die Frage, ob man für ein DLC so viel Geld ausgeben sollte, ne? Weil im Endeffekt, also ich kann euch, also merkt euch meine Worte für ein paar Jahren. Ich verspreche euch, wenn MW3 gut ankommt und die Maps gut ankommen, könnt ihr euch jetzt sicher sein, dass in den nächsten Call of Duty Teilen alle Maps wiederbelebt werden aus den alten Teilen. 2025 kommt ja, glaube ich, das neue Treyarch COD. Oder 24, ich weiß jetzt gar nicht. Entweder kommt nächstes Jahr oder übernächstes Jahr das neue Treyarch DLC. Und das spielt witzigerweise genau in dem Jahr, wo damals Black Ops 2 gespielt hat. So. Und wen überrascht ist, dass dann irgendwann Black Ops 2 Maps wieder reinkommen. Irgendwann werden dann auch MW3 Maps aus dem originalen MW3 reinkommen. Dann wird es Black Ops 3 Maps geben. Es wird Black Ops 1 Maps dann wieder, also wenn das ein Erfolg wird, safe, die kommen alle wieder. Kann ich euch jetzt schon versprechen.
And as you can see also, the operators have their own versions of this. These are the Nemesis skins. So there is a blue version and a red version there. The blue version goes on Price and Ghost, and the red version goes on Warden and Makarov. Those are the 4 operators that get these skins. Same reactive tech, so you're going to see a little bit of the silver, metallic, shiny looking skins.
Ich finde es so schlimm, dass man jetzt im Stream schon über Skins redet, ne? Das ist irgendwie so mühsam.
But one thing about the reactive skins, to your point, these are performance driven, so that effect actually will scale back if you stop getting kills, guys.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, got to do well.
Gotta keep
You want
that
to
streak.
you want to see the fun stuff on screen.
Yeah.
We need you to perform. So those will be awesome. People will be popping off having these awesome effects go around the map as well. And of course, those are in the Vault Edition.
Yeah, and you know, speaking of the weapons and diving into it a little bit more, I understand as well that there is also a new
Das Estate, okay.
that you guys have on top of that with the aftermarket parts, right? Which that, if we could dive a little bit more into that, because that sounded really fascinating. To kind of like make guns play in a different way just off of one part alone.
Yeah, it is. And here we're seeing a little bit of it where this is our LMG that has a bullpup conversion to it. So they're full conversion kits that allow these weapons to really go cross-class. And
Also es ist wirklich 1:1 wie MW2, ne? Also was jetzt auch den Waffenschmied angeht.
No secondary. So what you do not, like, we have a gunner vest that allows you to take a primary as a secondary. You do not need to take that if you're swapping out your Renetti for that aftermarket part to make it into an SMG.
And one of the coolest things is how you unlock these amps. So we're going to see, we call them amps. We love acronyms here, guys. So we have 2 amps that are coming to beta, I believe. But how you're going to unlock them at launch and beyond.
Es ist halt, ich glaube, bei den meisten wird halt wieder dieses Nostalgie-Feeling geweckt, ne? Ja, das ist es halt, ne? Also jetzt mal Real Talk, wäre das mit Gameplay-Changes gekommen als Patch für MW2 und hätte so seine 20, 30 Euro gekostet, um Gottes Willen. Das wäre, also meiner Meinung nach, richtig, richtig positiv für Call of Duty gewesen. Weil, also für 16 neue Maps, 30 neue Waffen, alles Mögliche bezahle ich auch gerne mein Geld. So ist es nicht. Aber es ist im Endeffekt dasselbe Spiel. So, und dafür halt teilweise 100 Euro zu verlangen, wenn man halt die Vault Edition kauft. Was die meisten eh machen werden wegen Kampagnen Early Access. Bro, warum?
Definitely is. As we're going to continue to take, just more of a look and enjoy, the game as players continue to run around and get into some more shenanigans, playing some domination here as well on Estate. I've done that many times. So, this is, again, it still just baffles my mind that I'm looking at.
Also ich muss halt sagen, so traurig das klingt, aber ich spiele halt gerne Shooter und Shooter sind voll mein Ding. Es ist jetzt noch nicht mal Call of Duty, es ist ja das Gesamte. Ich bin ja irgendwie, moin Crixie, ich bin ja komplett auf den Shootern hängen geblieben, das ist halt einfach so. Und für mich sind Multiplayer-Shooter wie Call of Duty und Battlefield, auch wenn die für viele vielleicht nicht mehr das sind, was sie im Jahr 2023 spielen wollen, ist es für mich dennoch das Genre, was ich spielen möchte. Und das ist halt einfach Fakt. Und am Ende des Tages werde ich mir auch dieses Jahr wieder Call of Duty kaufen, weil es halt eh keine Alternative gibt. Oh, Fruity Dude. Das hört sich sehr dramatisch an. Weil ich finde es halt mittlerweile halt so schade, wie der Markt halt geworden ist, weil es ja jetzt egal, ob es jetzt Call of Duty ist oder nicht, aber du hast ja auch keine Alternative mehr, ne? Guckst dir halt an. Also, klar, natürlich kannst du Call of Duty skippen, kannst halt sagen, okay, ich spiele kein COD, aber was willst du denn sonst spielen? Battlefield ist Dreck. X-Defiant könnte halt vielleicht cool werden, aber X-Defiant ist aktuell so auf so einem Standpunkt, da weiß halt niemand, ey, was passiert da eigentlich gerade? Wann kommt's denn? Ich mag CR, ich glaube, die meisten mögen halt COD, ne? Und ich glaube, es ist auch der Grund, warum die Verkaufszahlen trotz immer schlechteren Spielen immer oben bleiben, weil die halt sich irgendwie immer noch an den letzten Strohhalm klammern. It's Swishy Time. Buhne mit Fleisch. Wir wollen Zombies. Wir können gerade mal drüben gucken. X-Defiant ist dieser
big. I respect it.
Cutting edge.
X-Defined Release.
We're getting a few of these games wrapped up, but there's definitely this sense in the room of like.
Ja, vermeintliche Datum, ne?
It's so fun to play it. Like,
Also wirklich weiß das keiner.
I boot up the game, get into a match.
Also egal was, also wäre halt cool, wenn es am 17.10. kommt, so hast du halt nochmal, also zumindest auch Zeit, zwischen COD halt einen Shooter zu spielen, ne? Und vielleicht wird es ja sogar besser als COD. Ich brauche gerade einmal schnell was zu trinken an, wenn
Regenerating your attack sprint as you're sprinting as well.
I also saw a couple people pop off with Battle Rage. So Battle Rage is back.
Battle Rage is back. It's actually moved into the tactical slot.
Yes.
So it is very powerful. So if you take that, we have an awesome vest, the engineering vest that allows you to take 2 tacticals. As maybe we didn't touch on the vest.
Actually, yeah, let's
talk about some of the vests.
Yeah, so the vest is a really big piece of that. Like, it is our main core piece of gear. Kim touched on how we contextualized everything. That vest is, we're contextualizing what you're actually putting into the game. So it's going to dictate what, your tacticals, what tactical slots you have, how many you can take, how many lethals you can take, how many, well, you get 1 boot and you get one glove.
Yeah.
So you can't take multiple gloves. But how many gear slots you can actually have. So with the engineering vest that I just mentioned, you're getting 2 tacticals that you can take
at the cost of your lethal.
At the cost of your lethal, and you also
maximal unnötig gerade im Chat. Maximal unnötig.
Gear slot is super important because that gear slot is where all of your intelligence perks lie. So those are things like what
Ja, es ist halt wirklich so eine, also ich glaube, es trifft auf die meisten noch zu, das ist halt so eine Hassliebe, ne? COD fühlt sich immer ein bisschen an wie zu McDonald's zu gehen. Irgendwie bereut man es danach immer. Aber es ist halt irgendwie, keine Ahnung, man macht es ja trotzdem.
It is the core, like if you're familiar with Call of Duty, I imagine most of our people watching are. That is your core loadout. So you have your your normal 3 perks, and you get your tactical, lethal, primary, secondary.
Yep.
And what's cool about the vests is they actually have perks baked into them. So with the infantry vest baked in right away, you're getting that tac sprint refresh even faster, and also a little bit of an extended time there. One of the things that we've done across the board is we've increased that tac sprint, and we've also allowed you to have much more faster ADS strafe speeds as well in there.
Also das mit ADS erhöhen ist halt ganz cool, ne? Also das ist der Aim Down Speed. Und das Ding ist halt einfach, so ist es halt cool mit Einfach-Scopes, also quasi wenn ihr Ironside spielt, Red Dot, Holo, wie auch immer, da ist es halt so, dass ihr halt schneller reinzielt. Kannst du den Stream bitte einfach... Ja, selbstverständlich, klar. Könnt ihr gerne mal Bescheid sagen, ob das reicht.
Yeah, and we love that we are going into these matches. You're making decisions. You have to make those decisions before you go in, and really, have consequences if you're choosing wrong, and learn from it and go back and make.
Ab morgen startet die Beta. PlayStation.
I can't change that was a trick.
The consequences are,
Noch ein bisschen, dann müssen wir einmal kurz ein OBS einstellen.
Have to live with the consequences of your actions.
I always do. They've been haunting me for years now.
So.
Let's talk. I haven't seen anybody get one yet. I've seen a couple streaks pop off, but I'm wondering.
Ja, morgen gehe ich auf jeden Fall rein.
If we have any personal favorites at the desk here.
Well, for sure. I mean, the equipment selection we have in Modern Warfare 3 is so much fun. I think my personal favorite. We'll start with the Breacher drone, which is actually a lethal. It's in your lethal slot. So it's basically a handheld drone that you pull out, and it's just a slow flying down a hallway. You can clear dom points, hard points.
Also Nuke gibt's auch auf jeden Fall wieder. Recht wenig überraschend. 30 Kills ist eine Nuke. Beendet auch wieder das Spiel, ist auch schon bekannt.
So in addition to that, we have a mosquito drone, which you shoot into the air, and it basically encircles an area and then dive bombs an enemy when an enemy approaches that area.
I will in fact say that my experience with the mosquito drone has been quite like as annoying as a real mosquito. they plague me in matches when I've play tested, and so I'm
Yeah,
Got the headphones on, turn them up, because that's how you know
hear
it's
that
coming.
thing coming. Yeah.
Right. We have something called the ACS, which is affectionately called the capture bot on the dev team. So it's basically this box that you throw down on a dom point or hard point, and it'll capture the point for you. So you can hang back and get in cover, and then let it capture the point for you. So when enemies come to try to take it, you can take them out from behind cover. So just yesterday, I had an awesome match where I put down an ACS on a dom point and then shot a mosquito drone in the air that it was patrolling. So I just like hung back and watched the whole thing unfold. An enemy rolled in there to try to get my ACS out, and then the mosquito drone got it. And
Also ich muss sagen,
that's all my equipment doing.
Skidrow war jetzt auch keine Map, die ich im Original Modern Warfare 2 mochte. War, glaube ich, so damals meine Hassmap, glaube ich. Ist wahrscheinlich heutzutage wirklich nach den letzten Katastrophen-Maps wahrscheinlich sogar wieder eine der besten.
No, it was an awesome moment. So yeah, we just have a bunch of fun stuff coming in terms of lethals, tacticals, field equipment, streaks. We have the Guardian that gets a lot of love. It's basically, you know, this thing that you put down that's an area of denial tool. You can just, you know, it really limits.
Es gibt halt wieder 100.000 Killstreaks, ob man das jetzt auch wieder braucht, ist jetzt auch wieder so eine Frage. Aber ich muss sagen, Skidrow sieht relativ ähnlich aus zu dem originalen MW2. Also ich glaube, hier wurde relativ wenig verändert. Also ich kann mich an alle Gänge eigentlich noch erinnern.
And we have something called the comm scrambler that you throw down, and it's basically it creates like the ghost perk in a certain area. So you know it wipes out enemy communication. So enemy UAVs won't work. You know, like everybody won't show up on the map in this certain area. But the counter to that is like everyone can see
the active area. Yeah.
Exactly.
So you'll get ghost, I believe you said, if you're inside the vicinity of the comm scrambler, but you can see where it's active on the map. So expect to be.
Also ich bin heute mal gespannt, also auf jeden Fall wird noch Zombies gezeigt und die Warzone 2 Map. Das ist ja auch zeitgleich die Zombies Map und so wie ich das jetzt verstanden habe, soll noch in der Kampagne alte Stücke von Verdansk zu finden sein. Es wird aber auf jeden Fall kein Verdansk mehr geben oder Verdansk, nennt ihr wie es wollt. Das ist auf jeden Fall, was heute auf jeden Fall noch kommt. COD Mobile kommt auch noch. Ich hoffe, das kommt zum Schluss, weil es ist so uninteressant für mich persönlich. Warzone Mobile, Entschuldigung.
And they're going to bring that experience, update it, modernize it from Modern Warfare 2, bring that forward, and then for season 1.5, which is mid-season 1,
sometime during season 1,
we will have it out, and that's when it's going to launch. Because if we want enough time where players can get familiar with everything, they can understand what's happening within the game, and start to build those restrictions within the game, and you can find out more from Treyarch as we go through development.
As we get closer, we're going to be talking more about it, but excited to say that later in Season 1, we'll have a ranked play coming to multiplayer in Modern Warfare 3. But that wraps up.
Das verstehe ich halt nicht, ne? Sie bringen halt jedes Jahr wieder Ranked Play rein und ich verstehe nicht, warum man halt eine SPMM reinbringen muss, ne? Skill-Based Matchmaking in Non-Ranked macht halt in einem Spiel wie Call of Duty oder auch in einem Battlefield oder wo auch immer halt einfach keinen Sinn.
Special announcement for all of our PlayStation players out there like me. Take a look.
Oh, PlayStation, wir gucken mal. Gibt wahrscheinlich, sieht nach einem Messer aus, oder? Oder extra Operator, mal gucken. Ja, Operator. Gab es, glaube ich, letztes Jahr auch schon einen PlayStation-exklusiven Operator. Blueprint, ja. Ja, war klar. Gibt's kostenlos für alle PlayStation-Spieler. Ja.
Announcing the PlayStation exclusive Lockpick Operator Pack, including the fan-goated Lockpick Operator skin, the American Gothic Blueprint, and the Starry Knife Melee Weapon Blueprint. Lockpick
Das Messer
is
sah
a
cool
cunning
aus.
art feat with noble motivations and an exciting new operator to come to Modern Warfare 3. PlayStation players can get the Lockpick Operator by pre-ordering the Modern Warfare 3. By pre-ordering Modern Warfare 3 on the PlayStation Store with the items playable at the game's launch on November 10th. I didn't know she was a PlayStation exclusive operator. This is my main in all the playtests. I auto-lock Lockpick. It is how it is.
Did you know she was an art thief?
I didn't know she was an art thief. I was like, Thomas Crown Affair, hello, it's me. But we're about to head into live gameplay action for a brand new mode coming to Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. But first, a couple of words from our sponsors.
Call of Duty Next, brought to you by HyperX, the official peripheral partner of Call of Duty. We're all gamers. TCL, play like a pro on the big screen with TCL Q-Class QLED TVs, up to 98 inches. Movement, the official timekeeper of Modern Warfare 3.
Oh, wer braucht's nicht? Eine Call of Duty Uhr.
/COD to see the limited edition watch collab. Backbone, level up your play with Backbone and Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And Lovesack. Lovesack Stealth Tech is a proud partner of Call of Duty Next, bringing unparalleled immersive surround sound to your at-home gaming experience.
Jetzt kommt der neue Spielmodus, glaube ich. Aber das ist, glaube ich, der Modus, den es schon mal in Vanguard gab, so ähnlich.
And this is going to be a unique one because it's 3v3v3 action. So you're going to have a little bit of a mosh pit there going on.
There's a lot of threes in it.
Yeah.
It's fun to say.
It is.
Okay, ist auf jeden Fall ein 3 gegen 3 gegen 3 Modus.
It's all about elimination. So you're there. As long as your squad can take out the other two squads.
Ja, komm, dann machen wir noch einen kleinen.
It is inspired by gunfight. Like you are actually it is a very competitive mode. The thing that we like about it is it plays on all of our fantastic.
So müsste eigentlich gut sein. So bin ich ja noch gut zu hören.
And you get to play them in a new way. So in the past, like TDM, you're spawning at either side of the map. What Cutthroat is allowing us to do is put these triangular spawns in. So because they're 3 different teams, you now have 3 points. Triangle. Math somewhere in there.
Geometry, brother.
Simple maths.
Yeah. And so it allows you to experience these maps in a way that you've never experienced before, which is part of that modernization that we like to talk about in the maps. And it's a fun experience to have, super competitive, and it's one life to live mode. It's very fun.
You can regen your down teammates, though. If you see
so you got the revives.
get down, yeah, you can go over there and revive them.
Also auf jeden Fall der neue Spielmodus, ganz kurz mal auf Deutsch, für Leute, die nicht so gut Englisch können. Ist ein 3 gegen 3 gegen 3 Modus. Man kann Spieler wiederbeleben und man muss halt beide Teams ausschalten.
Gunfight, of course, is 2v2.
2v2 is gunfight. Yeah, and it's played on separate maps. It's played on different maps. And so what we wanted to do is be able to really focus on the 16 maps that we had at launch and be able to have a mode that is as exciting, as competitive, as gunfight in there, and really bring something new to the table, too. So our players can go out and have fun and enjoy a new experience with their squad.
Yeah,
and you can take your loadout this time. So,
yes, that's what I was going to say.
Right.
Unlike Gunfight, we're not providing the squads with weapons. You can actually bring your blueprints and your loadout with you.
Yep,
that's right.
And it is sweaty.
It is a sweaty
I am so excited to see these guys play it because they're awesome at the game anyway. We see Dr. Lupo here. He is on Cutthroat. And of course, the objective, the capture point at the end is
already there.
the overtime mechanic.
Oh, he's down.
So you can't get downed, but you and picked up by your teammates. Now what happens
Not
when
anymore.
Not anymore. So now when you're eliminated, you're out. That's it. You gotta wait for the next round.
Yeah, you gotta wait.
No
The
respawn.
rounds are quick.
Yeah.
They go really,
Krass, ich hätte
really
jetzt gedacht, dass
fast.
der
We spend a lot of
Spielmodus
time
auf
making
ausgewählten
sure that
Karten
you just
spielt wie
weren't
Rust
sitting
oder
there,
sonstiges, aber es
you know,
spielt dann
dead
wirklich
air,
auf allen
essentially watching your teammates
Karten.
have fun. And that flag there is now available, so they can go and capture that flag. Whoever, well, they got eliminated, but whoever gets that flag first, just like
und der quasi Last Man Standing ist, kriegt dann immer Punkte.
where that flag is, because again, geometry, that triangle, right? We could put it in the center every time, but it gets a little difficult.
Yeah. Gives players an opportunity to move around and actually interact with more in the map, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you're experiencing these maps in brand new ways. It is a lot of fun to have in there.
That guy's got really cool hair.
I was going to say something, but as a person who has none, I figured I would refrain from it.
No, I feel like if anything, awesome. It looks a lot like the Operator Oz in Modern Warfare 2, actually.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Back into Cutthroat again.
Also der Spielmodus könnte cool sein, muss man fairerweise sagen.
Smaller game modes because I think it just creates opportunities for you to have like those real like intense interactive moments.
It's
right?
very intimate, and you get to you get situations like this where you're trying to figure out.
Eine
Like, how
Fahne
to
haben wir
use
scheinbar
your,
auch.
you could pop smoke here, and really just understand because there's this tension that's building around like when is this flag gonna pop?
Yeah.
When do I want to go in? When does I want to have my team rush in?
Is that what you do? You
I
would
believe
throw
that's
smoke? You'd throw a smoke right here, Greg?
No, there's no reason to throw smoke right here because you gotta wait for the flag to come up.
Oh, there's the
Sorry.
breacher drone. Breacher drone. Yeah.
You might want the.
Okay. I love this guy's strat. It's a good strat.
Yeah, we have the EMD grenade, which would be.
Okay,
great
wer
in
die
this
Fahne
situation. You
einem
just throw
gewinnt,
it
dann halt
out,
auch sofort, ne?
pop it, and then
Das
if
ist
you
die
get another
Overtime.
player on
Also
the team, they're gonna show up
die Fahne
constantly
taucht nur
on
auf, wenn man in
your mini-map.
Overtime ist, also quasi wenn man in der vorgegebenen Zeit das Gegnerteam nicht ausgeschaltet hat, beziehungsweise die Gegnerteams, dann kommt eben diese Fahne und wer die einnimmt, gewinnt halt die Runde.
Yeah, you just pull it right out.
But it'll track you around the map and like have way more visibility on the enemy squad there. EMD very clutch.
Be very overpowered if you hit them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something I haven't seen actually was the thermo barrack grenade. Because I actually do like that one because it's kind of like a Molotov, but like on steroids. So it just like does a big boom, and then also has area denial as well.
Yeah, it has area denial and it bounces, so it will not detonate on impact. So you can throw it around corners, you can throw it under cars.
Get that frag effect.
Yeah, and it adds a little bit of additional damage to explosives after the fact. So even if you survive the initial blast of that one, you could get taken out pretty easily afterwards.
Lupo just hit a clutch headshot. He is now he picked up his teammate, and we're swapping over to Favela.
Oh.
Also ich muss sagen, ich glaube, Favela wird eine Katastrophen-Map.
What's your favorite, Adam?
Out of these 5 we're playing today?
Yeah.
I have to go with Favela. I just, I know there are a bunch of high-rise stands amongst us. Yeah.
I too am a favela stand.
But I've been just looking at it. This is beautiful.
Greg, you're the tiebreaker here. We've got 2 for high-rise.
I love them all. They're all my babies.
Okay, fine.
Oh, okay. All right.
I can't give any of them
No
up.
favorite children here. We got
Favela is quite awesome with all of the movement, with everything that's happening.
That's right.
And
Also ich persönlich muss sagen, ich finde Favela ein bisschen zu
they're all unique in their own way.
verschachtelt.
I'm switching my vote to a
Und ich meine, die hätten es noch verschachtelter gemacht als damals schon.
Look at that. You split the vote. How could you?
How could I know.
I think I love Favela because remember that play I was talking about doing with like the capture bot and the mosquito drone? That was on Favela.
Yeah.
So
There it is.
That's why it's got a special place in my heart.
I like the little second floor store that I believe you guys have opened a window up that wasn't necessarily there before, so you can kind of see down the hill.
Yeah, and I am trash.
Shouldn't be any new windows.
Well, no. I'm sorry, I might have misspoken. I thought it just was more open than it was previously.
Oh, it's possible we allowed you to mantle out of it.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of those things that are in the like metrics wise. Like the metrics have changed in a lot of things. Like how large our doors are.
Yeah.
We actually have the doors in here. I know not everybody's thrilled with that, but it is a fun mechanic. It adds a lot, especially within Cutthroat, because now you're.
Ich nur den Eindruck, oder haben die das wirklich extrem verändert, was jetzt Gebäude angeht? Oder ist das jetzt gerade nur das, was ich das Gefühl habe?
Small touches that you guys have really brought to these maps that make them feel unique and different in modern for the type of gameplay we're going to see here in Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah. Well, while we have a moment and we're looking at Cutthroat, let's talk about some of the other modes as well. Ground War is one that I want to talk about. We touched on a little bit earlier on. I want to dive back into it again because it's back in Modern Warfare 3. You got large-scale maps that are going to be coming at launch, and I guess Kim, give us a rundown on Ground War because I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, I mean, we're so happy that Ground War is coming back in Modern Warfare 3. Again, this is our big 32v32 mode. It's the biggest battle that we have.
Ich muss sagen, den Modus finde ich eigentlich ganz cool. Also Ground War ist
3 new Ground War maps at launch, with 2 of them being playable in the open beta.
Okay.
Okay, 2 Ground War Maps in der Beta.
That we just saw there.
Yeah, right. So in the beta we have Popov Power and Orlov Military Base.
Orlov Military Base.
Yeah, but these
okay.
are the 3. Yeah, you got
These
it
are
down.
the 3.
Yeah, we also have a few new vehicles. So during the open beta, you'll be able to play, I believe, 2 new vehicles for Modern Warfare 3, with more to come at launch and during live seasons.
That's right.
Awesome. And we mentioned it a bit earlier, but War Mode is returning. In addition to Ground War, the favorite from Call of Duty World War II will be coming back with Modern Warfare 3.
It is awesome, and it is the attack defend mode. Adam spoke a little bit about it earlier, but you are Task Force 141 trying to take down the Coney group that has taken over a military base.
Okay, ich glaube, jetzt kommt der Switch zu
They're
Ground
launching
War.
ICBMs, and you are getting your tank out there, escorting your tank through a downtown area, and just having a blast doing it, and not to have a blast with the ICBMs as well.
Good pun. Good ICBM pun there.
Yeah, there was.
Okay, doch noch nicht.
It was trying to come out and it just didn't happen.
Yeah, I saw what you were doing there. I liked it. Yeah. And also, there was a really cool tank on screen that was just causing utter mayhem.
Right.
So that's what we care about.
It is that attack defense scenario where you are escorting that down the path, and it is a very linear combat. You have very clear lines of sight, clear.
Ich muss sagen, also bisher sieht es auch ein bisschen so aus, als hätten die Waffen halt ein bisschen weniger Recoil als in MW2 jetzt.
It is 66.
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
So it is classic war mode. If we all remember what classic war mode is, but it is linear objectives. There's 3 sets of them, and it is a fantastic experience that we're excited for players to get their hands on.
Lots to look forward to.
Ain't that the truth? There's just so many options, which is the thing that really sticks to me. Like, if you don't want to jump in with your friends and just, play regular matchmaking, you could do war mode, you could do ground war. Was that, it feels like that was the mission of the studio here, to like really give players that ability to just like make the decision, go with your friends, play what you want.
And like I mentioned about some of the new maps coming in live season, we have a bunch of new modes planned for live season as well that we're looking forward to sharing very soon.
Cool.
All right, well, I'm all for it. I want to thank you guys so much for joining us here today to share Modern Warfare 3 with the world. And that is going to wrap it up for the MW3 multiplayer segment of the show. Once again, a big thank you to Adam, Greg.
Okay, das war jetzt der Multiplayer komplett.
But now we're going to head over to one of my favorite people. It's Maven, who's got a couple streamers that he's going to be putting in the hot and ready seat, presented by Little Caesars. Trust me, it's as hilarious as it sounds. Maven, who you got?
Thank you. When I thought about being hot and ready, the first thing that came to mind was my guy, Legion.
Hey, I'm really proud to be the other bald guy on stage with you today. We're doing it.
It looks beautiful. Listen, the first thing you said to me is how fun this is, and you're like, I'm feeling like I'm 18 again, out frying.
Listen, I'm cranking out energy drink burps right now. I'm 30, I'm feeling 18. I just smoked Biffle. Where's he at? I don't know where he's at. Guy's incredible, but I smoked him with a shotgun. I'm feeling alert right now, Maven.
I can tell the second you sat down, like, my guy is locked. What have you loved the most so far about just getting in, diving into MW3?
Brother, all the fun stuff is really fun. The shotguns, the new tags, the new lethals, bro. I'm just out here doing anything to just make everybody angry. It's just angry as possible. I'm zooming.
Well, was it a bit of a surprise at first? Like, when you got in, like, how much fun you were having? Like, does it kind of defy expectations?
Listen, I was 16 when Modern Warfare 2
Also wie gesagt, diese ganzen Streamer-Stimmen und so darf man halt jetzt auch teilweise nicht ernst nehmen. Das kann man denen auch nicht böse nehmen. Das ist halt ein gesponsertes Event von Call of Duty. Und egal wie beschissen das Spiel findest, entweder darfst du es halt nicht oder du wirst dich da auch nicht hinsetzen. Also das macht halt niemand und sagt, boah, Mann, ist das Schrott. Also es sieht bisher sehr spaßig aus. Aber diese Stimmen sind halt alle jetzt nicht als, sagen wir mal, authentisch zu betrachten.
This is too much interaction. If our bald heads connect one more time, the venue lights shut down.
Speaking of that, we got to get out of here. Let's get this over to Shift Legion. Thank you so much, buddy.
Oh, there's just always comedy with 2 bald guys in the mix. But yeah, I hold Shift here with the one and only Shotzi. I got to start with the fun question first. I mean, just enjoyment level. How are you enjoying the game to this point?
This game's amazing, man. I have nothing but good things to say about this game. I love the movement. Everything about it's got like.
All right, you set me up for like the perfect segue. Have you found ways to finesse the movement system yet? Because I know going into the beta, that's probably your main goal, is to find ways to just completely over-embellish the movement system. How are you feeling so far about how this game moves?
It moves smoothly than any other COD I've played. I feel like it has a mix of like fast and a little bit of a slower slide cancel, but yeah, I love it. It's very, very fast.
Have you broken anything yet?
Not broken anything, but I will say that there's like these sneakers that allow you to like slide ADS, and I feel like that's meta right now.
Also ich muss sagen, was mir halt, also generell so Stiefel, dass du halt während des Rutschens halt zielen kannst und so. Ja, aber was mir halt nie gefällt, sind immer diese Superlativen, dass es halt immer das beste Call of Duty ist, das schnellste. Ist im Normalfall halt eh nicht so.
I feel like the aim assist in this game is actually very not as sticky as other games. I feel like mid and far range, it's actually, yeah, not as sticky. So that's definitely interesting.
Fair enough, Shotzi. Thanks so much, my man. Of course, you can check him out on his stream. And, well, with that, we're going to go back up to Miles and Lottie to give us their thoughts on what they just saw with multiplayer before we come back with the team from Treyarch to give us our first look at game footage and details for Modern Warfare Zombies. But first, a quick word from our sponsors.
Okay, als nächstes kommt Zombies.
Brought to you by Little Caesars, a proud partner of Call of Duty Next and Modern
Geil, also Zombies habe ich sehr Bock drauf.
Modern Warfare 3 PC experience with performance multiplying DLSS 3 and latency reducing reflex. Herman Miller Embody gaming chairs are being used at today's event. Check out Herman Miller Gaming's entire portfolio of products at hermanmiller.com/gaming. And Elgato, a proud partner of Call of Duty Next.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Call of Duty Next. My name is Miles Ross. I'm joined here in the fireside chat.
Geil. Zombies, ich bin bereit. Wir sehen eine Raygun am Tisch, das kann doch geil werden.
One way to put it now, but like, this is one of the hardest jobs I've ever had to work in my life. I've never been this excited about a COD. Like, Legion hit the nail on the head. I'm 18 again, 34 in skin, but 18 in gunny. Lottie, first impressions, lay it on, Miguel.
Oh gosh, I mean, how cool is this? I think you get that element of nostalgia, the new kind of newness from the game as well. It's refreshing all in one. I mean, for me, I think it's got to be about the fact that you can kind of almost customize what you want to do, what type of player you want to be.
Also ich muss sagen, wenn Zombies cool aussieht, dann bin ich absolut ready.
But there's a balance there as well. I'm just so excited to see what type of player, first of all, I'll be, but especially our two MP experts over here, Nameless, Ali. I mean, you guys not only talk about multiplayer for a living, but you guys play it day in, day out, so many hours grinding. Nameless, what are you making of it so far?
Yeah, I mean, you know me, I've been playing Call of Duty since way back in the day, 06, back to COD 2, and for me, what this feels like is you're getting the classic maps, you're getting the best things that we all fell in love with Call of Duty about, but you're also getting the best of the innovations of recent Call of Duties as well. So it's just been spectacular seeing, we played Hardpoint on Skid Row yesterday. Who could say that in 2023? It's been amazing, Ali.
No, it really has. I think it's interesting that you brought up like the play style, because I feel like in events like this especially, like I was bringing up Warzone players, like their style of play is a little bit different from like what we see on a day-to-day basis, and even just normal content creators, they're going for snipes and stuff, and High Rise obviously a perfect place for that. So I think the fact that the movement feels so smooth, and to see everybody, there's something for everyone, right? So, I mean, it's been a great day so far.
So far, so good. We have a little bit more time than we thought we'd have, guys, so we can delve a little deeper here. I think one of the coolest things, and the Death touched upon it a little bit, we got to experience it yesterday when we played. We're making the most meaningful decisions, I think, ever in COD when it comes to our loadouts now and our perks. So, what vest I'm wearing, I ran the Demolition vest. It means I think I lose one of my tacticals, but I gain like 2 lethals, which turns me into a killing machine, quite frankly. The Breacher drone,
yeah,
a lot of fun.
Miles.
Way too much fun, actually.
That thing's insane. The Breacher drone, you just throw it in a hallway, it flies super quick. You can actually shoot out of the air. I didn't know that yesterday. I know you said you tried it, though.
I shot my own drone down accidentally. I was pre-aiming somebody in cover. They were in perfect chest high cover.
Yeah.
I let the drone fly out, and it follows.
Ja, das mit den Drohnen ist halt auch mal so ein Ding, ne?
It is fast enough. But I was pre-aiming that spot, and then when the guys, with the red dot appeared, I fired away. I shot down my own Breacher drone. But it's just one of many fun new items that we have to play with here. And again, meaningful choices, like from top to bottom. What shoes am I wearing? What kind of gloves am I wearing in this loadout?
Yeah.
How do I want to play? Am I stationary? I might have the strafe speed shoes on, get my shoulders working. And we heard Shotsy talk about the tack stance and how he's sliding around the map. And this is something we cannot stress this enough, friends. You're going to be schmoovin' in this game like you may have never moved before in COD.
It's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm so excited. I want to hear what you think as well as the fact that you can turn a pistol basically into an SMG. You don't need a perk. You don't need to have that on. You can literally do that yourself with guns and get it to the way that you want it. I mean, running basically a secondary SMG with an AR. I mean, that's just stunning.
We heard them talk about it too with like the aftermarket.
Ja, also ich muss sagen, mit dem Aftermarket, dass man jetzt irgendwie 2 Primärwaffen immer zusammentragen kann, als möglich, ob das jetzt alles sein muss, ist halt auch so ein bisschen die Sache. Aber das sind halt alles so Änderungen, so das beeinflusst halt das Spielgefühl nicht enorm und weder positiv noch negativ. Also das finde ich echt harmlos.
But jumping into game, what type of player do you think you see yourself becoming with Modern Warfare 3 now?
I just gotta order some new controllers, get used to breaking my thumbsticks all over again. Honestly, that's you know, that's something that is really close to the CDL heart. The competitive style is getting into the slide canceling and the ADSing, like Shotzi was touching on. But also, I just want to talk about the fact of like, I was 9 years old when a lot of these maps were a thing, you know, and like, my bad. But yeah, like I was watching my dad play, but like I don't like those are core memories for me, but I never really got to load in. And so like now as a 23-year-old getting to load into these maps and kind of like have the nostalgia of, oh, I kind of recognize this, like I kind of know this map, but like not knowing every nook and cranny just yet. And like, so it's still kind of new to me, but it's also nostalgic at the same time.
And to Allie's point, like think about running around favela and being able to mantle as fast as you can in this game. Some of the different boots that you mentioned, we were messing around with that slide yesterday. It goes for a while and you can aim in virtually instantly and cancel it as well. So there's so many different things that people are gonna get into this game and figure out. It's gonna play a bit different than obviously back in day with MW2, but a lot better. It feels super smooth.
And that's the most important thing we've been touching upon and people have been asking us about. How does it feel? How does it feel?
Oh,
it feels really good. It's very, very smooth. To your point, sliding shoes on. I'm hitting.
Also wie gesagt, ich finde immer diese Werbeveranstaltung halt hier ein bisschen fragwürdig, weil natürlich setzt sich da keiner hin und sagt, oh, wie geil das ist, wie scheiße das ist oder was schlecht am Spiel ist, sondern es ist halt immer so eine Beweihräucherung. Das ist, also ich finde das Call of Duty Next Event immer eine sehr, sehr coole Sache, aber ich mag diese Beweihräucherung der eigenen Spiele halt nicht. Klar, machen jetzt aus werbetechnischen Gründen, nur das ist halt bei dem Event immer so ein bisschen, ja.
If I want to hit those more CQB situations, I'm keeping maximum spatial awareness. I've got my situational awareness. My screen's up. I'm able to use a weapon with a big scope in close range, whether it's an LMG, whether it's a sniper. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it's still really nice to have choices as a player. We've got so many options here. So much fun.
Yeah, I think that's the key word, right?
Wir brauchen Zombies.
Coming off the back of what we saw on the desk, it's the choices that you can make. And I think balance is such an important thing. I think in any Call of Duty game, balance is key, especially when you're going up against players who do have a choice of what they want to run, especially with perks. But being able to have that potential to take something away, if you do want to risk and reward, you're coming in with potentially like silent footsteps, you're running ghosts, you're making sure that you're the type of player you want to be, but something also is taken away from you. So that balance is so important, I think, in all Call of Duty titles.
100%. I mean, footsteps are silent if you want them to be. That is a massive W. I was running around yesterday and I saw red dots on the mini-map. My footsteps were silent. I was sneaking up on people. I was just having a blast. I mean, we're talking about 12 years ago when these maps came out. They look even better now. So I can't wait to get my hands on that beta, which is coming out soon.
Very, very soon indeed.
Also wie gesagt, morgen bin ich selber mal sehr gespannt aufs Gameplay, aber die Beta fühlt sich halt immer noch ganz gut an, weil das SBMM halt da nicht so greift, aber grundsätzlich, also die Beta fühlt sich generell immer ganz gut an. Ja, Daily Login Rewards, wir sehen überall Rewards. Black Ops 3 Animated Emblem, die Shotgun kriegen wir einen Skin für die F-Tech Recon. Release aus Modern Warfare 2 2022, ja. Aber was man fairerweise sagen muss, den 2009 Loading Screen da von MW2, den finde ich eigentlich ziemlich cool. Bald können wir unser eigenes COD basteln mit den ganzen Sachen hier.
I mean, yeah, first off, I will say we didn't have cool swag like this in these digital packs. I mean, this is that was before that time, but I mean, just playing split screen was the best like old memories I have with my friends and screen looking, trying to figure out where they were on Call of Duty 2. And now it's 2023 and we got everything and you can still screen watch. It's right there, they're right next to each other.
Next
so
level.
We might be some players doing that here.
No way. Incredible memories that have been had on Call of Duty. Ali, what is your earliest memory on COD?
Well, I know I talked about playing with my dad, but I think one of the more core memories, which I can't wait to break down the new and exciting stuff in that game mode coming later, has to be with zombies.
Ich bin wirklich mal sehr, sehr gespannt auf morgen. Ich habe so Bock auf diese Maps einfach mal wieder zu spielen. Wir sind aber 18 Uhr auf jeden Fall morgen am Start im Stream. Und da machen wir da Randale.
Sitting there playing zombies on town survival, you know, going as far as we could, training them around the lava pit in the center. So that's definitely like a core memory for me.
I love to hear that. We're going to be sharing lots more stories on these couches, I am sure, as we get through the rest of today. But we also wanted to remind everyone again that early access to the multiplayer beta kicks off tomorrow for PlayStation players and next week for Xbox and PC players. You saw a ton of great multiplayer content today. Play that and more over the next week.
Wir müssen halt einmal schauen. Viele sagen hier 18 Uhr, andere sagen 19 Uhr.
All those PlayStation players out there, be sure to pre-order on PlayStation Store to get an exclusive look at the Lockpick Operator Pack at MW3's launch.
Reload gibt's auch schon.
The big question is, what did you guys think of Lockpick? That's another one that we saw on the desk. And I mean, there's so much to break down here. All of the team were going through every single detail, but Ali, what did you make of it?
She's freaking cool. Like, I know Stephanie talked about how she insta-locks her every single time that she's loading up into a game, and I might have to follow suit. Like, we might have to battle it out for who gets to be the lockpick in game, because she is cool.
Down with the blue camo as well. Very excited to see all the crazy skins. We've got a tease of some of those skins in the game, and already the trailers. You name it, it's all happening. The Lockpick available for you.
Ja, Uhrzeiten stehen hier halt nicht, ne?
We've had quite a deep dive on MW3's multiplayer mode so far, and over the past couple of months.
Muss da auch einmal nachschauen. Ich müsste mir halt auch das Spiel noch vorbestellen. Ich habe es bisher noch nicht getan. Nur vielleicht machen wir es beim PlayStation Store. Aber
very, very soon. But now, though, friends, it's time for something quite different. Straight from our friends at Treyarch, here is a look at Modern Warfare Zombies.
Ich bin sehr, sehr gespannt. Oh, wir müssen mal hier kurz mal richtig aufpassen. Zombies.
One of our patrols reported hostile contact. Then went dark.
There's one! I can see him!
Infill into a low threat zone.
Gibt mir irgendwie ein bisschen so Walking Dead Vibes, muss ich persönlich sagen. Ist übrigens auch die neue Warzone 2 Map. Moin, Code Cosmino. Ich weiß halt nicht, was ich von der Open World halten soll. Es sieht halt schon geil aus, ne? Also gerade auf Zombies bin ich so fast am meisten gehypt. Warum auch immer pinke Motorräder, aber... Godzilla! Bestelle jetzt vor und erhalte Skin 744.000 direkt gratis. Oh, die Musik.
Blueprint. More on that in just a bit. But now, let's welcome some very special guests from Treyarch, because you got Kevin Drew as well as Miles Leslie. Kevin is the Associate Director of Design and Miles is the Associate Creative Director. Welcome to the both of y'all, and it is so exciting
to talk about some
Oh,
zombies.
man. Fired up to be here. Yes, let's
It
talk
looks awesome
zombies.
in here. We just swapped over to a little undead purple
We're a little
in
bit
the back.
When
We'll
I
get
think of the undead, I think of
the
purple.
ambiance.
Yeah, I mean, there's something about purple and zombies
Das
that
kann
just,
einmal
it
nebenbei
really
noch
does something for
vorbestellen
me.
für den Beta
But
Key.
guys, earlier this week, we held an event at Treyarch. We were able to bring a couple of different groups of creators who are here today at Call of Duty Next into Treyarch. First
Moin,
time
Alan.
you guys have had folks in
Ja,
the
ab 18 und 19 Uhr weiß halt noch niemand, das ist halt so die
super
Frage.
exciting. You want to talk a little bit about the event and some of the awesome reactions we got to see in the room from these guys?
Yeah, no, it was a great experience bringing in those people. You know, zombies is traditionally something that is a mode based on exploration, discovery, but we felt like there's so much new here. We really wanted to get a group in there and play it, get hands-on, get impressions, get feedback, and we just had a really great time playing with them.
You get to see a couple of the reactions in the room there. They got to see some footage. They got some playtime. You guys answered about some questions.
Yeah, the playtest though was absolutely fantastic. There were so many awesome moments. It just felt right getting them into play.
Well, I was going to ask, like, as you know, having been in the lab.
Ich hatte eigentlich gehofft, ein bisschen Raw-Footage von Zombies zu sehen, aber es scheint hier nicht der Fall zu sein, leider.
Bringing people into the studio, so that must have been a very like almost revealing experience for you guys, right?
It felt very good getting outside people besides us playing it.
Yeah,
like
so you're like, oh wait a minute, this game is good.
Hey, this is super fun. You know? So
it's like we were right. Yeah,
we did it.
Yeah.
Guys, one of the most popular questions I noticed, you know, ripe amongst the crowd of creators that was there. Easter eggs. We know them, we love them, we want them in zombies. What, if anything, can you tell us? Give us a little taste.
I mean,
a little tidbit, a little morsel.
A little something.
We can't give them all.
Giving anything.
Well, then what should we expect?
So if you were paying attention to that trailer you just saw for the first
Gefällt mir ehrlicherweise nicht.
maybe at the end, if you go back and scrub it, you might see something that you'll see that's kind of big. Now, I don't want to give it all away. There's a lot to discover in this open world zombies.
Oh yeah, and I think that is going to lead perfectly to my question, which is with so much that needs to be unpacked here. I guess, you know, what I'm curious about is like, what are the key things that you want the community to know about this iteration of zombies? The differences potentially from, you know, the previous game till this one, because you guys are
Moin, Lieder
having some
Young.
fun with
Ja,
that
es ist im
there.
Endeffekt auch MW2, nur
It's a
abgedatet,
mode
ne?
based on experimentation, and we're really doing that here. This is taking our gameplay, our classic zombies gameplay and mechanics, and putting them on.
Das macht für mich persönlich keinen guten Eindruck gerade an dieser Stelle, dass du kein Raw-Gameplay zu Zombies siehst. Das ist jetzt alles Cinematics, das sind Trailer, das ist wie auch immer. Aber ich habe irgendwie so das Gefühl, dass die damit nicht so ganz wahrscheinlich so weit sind, wie die gerne wären.
Open world co-op experience. So that's something that feels exciting. It feels different. Kind of what led you guys to design, you know, Modern Warfare Zombies the way that you did in this big new way?
So we just saw an opportunity with the big map to have the biggest PvE experience we've ever had in the franchise. So
Which
in
is
the
saying
past,
something.
we had
Also Open World Zombies finde ich persönlich jetzt gar nicht mal so schlecht.
You're safe here, and there's, you know, we usually have four players.
You know,
Safe
it
is
is
relative.
pushing zombies at the end of the day. Yeah. But then you mentioned like the way that the game's played, the open world, but how do the players like interact with one another in that world? Because, and also like, you know, I like running solo from time to time. Is that also something that's possible as well?
Absolutely. So it's 24 players total. You can go in solo. You can go in with your squad. But what's awesome is that you're all on the same team trying to do the same thing. So when you're out in the world, you'll run into other squads or other players. You can make a decision in that moment to like combine and form a super squad.
Oh, so you can form a super team.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Like in-game form a super team.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
And that's 8 squads of 3. You can group up together. You can go lone wolf it. I don't know if I'd recommend that, guys, from what I've seen.
Experienced players.
Also wie gesagt, Open World Zombies muss nicht schlecht sein. Es fehlt aber halt ein bisschen dieser ja, das Kernelement von Zombies eigentlich so lange wie möglich zu überleben. Weil ich glaube nicht, dass es in der Open World jetzt grundsätzlich schwierig wird zu überleben. Außer die haben jetzt irgendwelche wilden Zombies, die überall hochklettern oder keine Ahnung was. Aber ich glaube, dass man das Überleben da jetzt wahrscheinlich nicht so das Problem sein wird.
Which really sets the stage for the narrative of Modern Warfare Zombies in that we see Soap, we see Laswell, and more importantly, we saw someone who I didn't think we were going to see again.
That's right.
Miles, can you take us through What's going on?
What's going on here?
What's going on?
100%. Yeah, 100%. So, you know, that opportunity that Kevin talked about is there's a few questions when people saw that cinematic. And if you hadn't, go and watch it. It's awesome. Hold on a second. Where are we in time and place? We are between Modern Warfare 19 and MW22, the year 2021. And that's really important to the story because in true Treyarch Zombies fashion, we are always jumping eras, jumping moments, and really touching different timelines in interesting ways. I can't go into all of it, but there's a reason for that. Now, the next question which you're hinting to is, why is Zakayev alive? I saw him die, but did you? Did you really?
I saw him get shot. I saw him fall down a missile silo.
You saw him fall. There was blood. But in true sort of story fashion, if there's no body, he's not dead. Now, Task Force 141 went back to that silo. There was water at the bottom. It had been drained. Lots of blood. And Zakayev was gone. Now, officially declared deceased.
Ooh.
But then whispers emerged that he's still alive. And now, of course, in true sort of villain fashion, he starts to hear whispers himself as he's recovering from falling down that silo, which he did.
Yeah, that hurts.
That hurts a little bit.
Yep.
Is about this new thing called.
Oh, ich weiß echt noch nicht, was ich zu Zombies sagen soll, ne?
Wants to get it, and that really sets the stage. All of that, by the way, is day one getting in the door, like you saw in the cinematic, which is that's the start of the story, and players are going to experience this story just in really interesting ways.
So it's a flashback. It's canon. We've got worlds colliding.
Yes.
With Cold War, with Modern Warfare. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. But the story really progresses in a new and interesting way. Let's take a look at how these come to life in the intro mission.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay, sehen wir jetzt mal mehr zu Zombies, das wäre halt auch cool. Jo, rein, Manuel. Oh, ich glaube, es gibt doch Raw. Ah, doch, es gibt Raw-Footage zu sehen. Okay, alles gut. Was ich halt damit meine ist, wenn es halt Open World ist, hast du halt so viele Möglichkeiten wegzukommen. Deswegen wird das Überleben als solches vermutlich jetzt nicht das Ding sein. Es wird wahrscheinlich auch wieder Extraction Points geben, gehe ich mal davon aus. Ich weiß nicht, habe ich nur das Gefühl, aber also bisher zündet das bei mir nicht so.
What's really exciting again about this opportunity across the open world is, like Kevin was saying, is we want to bring that story to the forefront. These story missions have handlers from the Modern Warfare world, from the Black Ops world, Cold War world that you might see. Some new friends along the way as well. And they're going to help you on this story and these missions that take you across the big map.
Muss natürlich erstmal gespielt haben, aber das gezeigte Material.
And again, the whole point of this is that if you're new to being a Zombies player, we want you to experience that story. We want you to get into it. But if you're seasoned and you just want to jump in and kill some zombies,
yeah,
you can free roam and do that and then jump to the story later. We really have embraced that open world sort of feeling across this, and that's really the exciting thing.
Es gab ja mal hier die Rede davon, dass auch mal eine Beta zu Zombies kommen soll, aber es ist halt auch noch die Frage.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's becoming more and more, you know, prevalent to me as I'm hearing you guys talk about this like throughout the day. Super awesome and great to see that like the player choice is very prevalent, right? But you know, Zombies has been a mode that's been in the game for such a long time. It's really, it runs side by side, parallel to Call of Duty and its incredible legacy.
Ich gehe mal ganz kurz auf Klo, ich lasse euch hier den weiterlaufen Stream.
That are coming into this with a fresh set of eyes for the first time ever. What's in store for them? Because, you know, this could be a little jarring, right? There's a lot of stuff going on over here.
Absolutely. So Zombies can be pretty intimidating, and we know that there might be a lot of players who might only play Modern Warfare, or DMZ, or Warzone. So we've built this mode to make sure that they can have success and have fun and also support our veteran audience. So
and on a brand new
map, and we'll talk about that more later. But here for this mode, we've broken it down into 3 tiers of difficulty. So you're gonna infill on the outer edges, and this is kind of like lower level difficulty. And new players can really hang out here for the duration of a match and have a great time. But our advanced players are going to want to try to get into the center of that map as soon as possible. That's where Zakeo threw that vial and started this entire incursion.
What an arm on him.
Yeah,
I gotta say.
He yeeted the vial. Now we have a hot zone.
Yep.
And now we have to pay for it. All right. Well, then let's look at the flip side of that one, though, right? Because we talked about the new players, how we get those folks into the game and have them playing something outside of their comfort zone, so to speak. But one thing that we know is that there are core Zombies fans that love this experience, live and breathe it. So what do you have for them?
Yeah, absolutely. When you talk about that fusion, and like Kevin said, the experimentation was, well, how do you bring all those core zombie Treyarch features into this new world? And we've done just that. You can see we've got the mystery box. We've got wall buys. We've got the pack-a-punch, the pat machine. All of these things
halt zumindest alles von früher dabei, ne?
Ginormous map. And as you go in, it's up to you. Where do you want to buy them? How do you want to accumulate your arsenal and your loadout? How do you want to tackle this world? But those zombies features are super key to making this feel fresh and really an evolution of that sort of open world feel as you get more powerful. And again, it's fused with the Modern Warfare DMZ feeling as well as buy stations as well. Using the score
features that you recognize if from experiences in other modes.
100%, which you may not have
Kann, also fühle dich voll, sehe ich genauso. Also, das Problem ist, ich sehe das genauso wie du, Liederjang. Also, ich sehe es halt so. Also, für mich persönlich, ich will ja wieder, also ich hab Bock, einen Shooter zu streamen. Ich spiele halt aktuell nur Escape from Tarkov, so, das ist auch cool, das macht Spaß, keine Frage. Aber ich habe Bock, ein Spiel zu spielen im Stream und generell halt einfach wieder ein Respawn-Shooter. Und du kommst dann an COD halt einfach nicht vorbei. Natürlich ist der Preis für dieses Spiel absolut nicht gerechtfertigt. Und es ist auch absolut nichts Neues. Das MW2, da wurden alte Maps quasi wieder aufgearbeitet. Klar, Zombies ist jetzt neu, so, das ist was komplett Neues, aber es ist im Endeffekt MW2 geupdatet, ganz einfach. Das braucht man sich auch nicht schönreden, das ist einfach so.
Oh my word.
I'm going to let you just look at it for
that first raise.
Yes,
that thing is huge.
It's absolutely amazing. So the
Das sieht aber nach einer geilen Waffe aus.
The highest density of zombies
like
you've ever seen.
The hordes.
Oh yes, the hordes. Absolutely. And then on top of that, it's got an alt fire that launches you into the air so that you can use it to engage. If you want to jump into a horde, if you want to get away from the horde of zombies, if you want to jump on a building or over a building, like it's really.
Wait, so you can like rocket jump with it? Is that...
Yeah, absolutely. It's once you get into like basically the flow state of using it and it's in your arsenal.
There's no limit.
Chef's kiss.
Okay,
Chef's kiss.
Also sieht,
Scorcher.
aber ich weiß halt voll, was du meinst.
Part of what makes Zombies so special, especially with this new open world field, is the replayability. Is this? It's not a one and done game mode. So how is Modern Warfare 3 Zombies gonna push that forward and take the next step in terms of what keeps players coming back for more every time?
Yeah. So this is a really kind of replayable mode. It's an extraction exfil mode, right? So you're trying to get deeper and deeper into the map, and at first you're not going to be that successful. You're going to have to play a lot over and over, gain mastery, try to take things out, make sure you successfully exfil so you can come back in the next time with hit the ground running with the right stuff.
Also es scheint wirklich sehr viel zu geben in Zombies, was man tun kann. Das ist schon... Also Zombies ist halt das, wo ich halt auch meine größte Hoffnung eigentlich reinsetze.
Can you talk to me about how the storm will play into the map, what that vial did, and what the gameplay repercussions are going to be for the player there?
Yeah, so this thing is in the map, and it's the source. It's spreading the dark aethers, so it will always be there in the map. It's going to dictate this time limit. At 45 minutes, it's going to start growing and completely consuming the map, and that's where you need to
Okay, wir haben ein Zeitlimit auf jeden Fall, wo wir rauskommen müssen. Das war nämlich mein Bedenken hier.
Limit. Yeah, one hour session.
Okay, erst eine Stunde.
24 players.
It goes back to getting in you know, again, player pacing, you want to stay on the outer edges, awesome. You want to challenge yourself, go into medium and high threat, but the Ether Storm waits for no one, and it will come, and it will make the zombies harder.
Yeah.
And that's part of the challenge and fun is, are we going into the storm to cleanse it?
Yeah.
Are we avoiding it?
What are we going to
Are we
find in
getting the
there?
hell out of
What's
Dodge?
the exfil
What
plan?
are we
Yeah.
doing here?
What are we doing here?
Is really where you get into a lot of fun.
And really too, when you think about that heat map for zombies, part of that is going to be gearing up. You said you're spending, you know, a lot of players will be spending a lot of time on the outer edges of the map or in the yellow, gearing up, getting that loot, collecting the right things that we need to have a successful infill. But one of the most exciting things about that is how weapons will carry over from match to match.
Yeah, so if you're familiar with DMZ, we have contraband weapons, so everything you're finding in the match you can take out and bring it with you. We
Item persistence.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have insurance slots.
Okay, also es
but
läuft ein
we've
bisschen
really taken that to
Extraction-Shooter-mäßig.
the next level with all the zombies upgrades. So, you know, in the past you've had to do all that just in game and you lose it. Now, all of those things have been formed into a consumable version called acquisitions. So things like Pack-a-Punch, weapon rarity, ammo mods, wonder weapons.
Yeah.
All of those things you can find in the match and you can decide to use them then, or you can take them out and just start the next match, load up, Pack-a-Punch,
hot.
drink 4 perks immediately, and now you're good to go. Like, you're going all the way into the high threat.
Straight into the red zone.
Okay, das ist natürlich interessant. Also wir können alle Sachen, die wir in Zombies einsammeln, halt entweder sofort nutzen, halt in der Runde, oder Extraction-Shooter-mäßig halt wieder mitnehmen. Ist halt cool, genau. Also auch mit den Wonder Weapons ist halt wirklich geil, dass du die halt diesmal auch mitnehmen kannst, ne? Dass du die quasi nicht bauen musst in der Map oder so, sondern halt für das einmalige benutzen, sondern dass du halt die quasi als Consumer benutzen kannst, also quasi als wie übersetzt man Consumer am besten mit Deutsch? Ja, Verbrauchsgegenstände. Und du kannst halt mit diesen Waffen halt selber mal entscheiden, wann du die halt nutzt. Du musst sie nicht sofort nutzen. Du könntest rein theoretisch dann, so wie ich das verstehe, einen Grind-Run machen. Du hast ja 1 Stunde Zeit auf der Map. Kannst halt sagen, okay, ich will jetzt 1 Stunde, also ich nutze diese Stunde jetzt, um für die nächste Runde alles zu sammeln und starte dann voll direkt von Anfang an rein. Oder benutzt halt alles sofort. Das kann halt jeder selber entscheiden.
I can't get into all of the secrets. I want to, but the team would kill me. There's a lot in there. But
we want people to find them.
We do want them to find it, but we have, again, taken advantage of this map. There's a lot there on day 1 for Discover. We love watching the community find these things. That is part of the fun. So we don't want to spoil any of it, but there's a lot in there, and we're already planning.
Bigger.
Yeah, he's now. Absolutely.